Hi vlog, today is Monday, February 28th. Sounds about right. February 28th. I just wanted to start this reading vlog, kind of catch you guys up on where I'm at right now. It is the last day of February, so I will be making my what I all read in February video. I already kind of made one, I know, for this month because I was reading so many books. It was just crazy. And I knew that if I tried to put it all into one video, that video was going to be like hours long. So I made, I think, like maybe the first 8 or so books that I read were in that video. And then I might do a part 2 and a part 3 because I've read a lot of books in February. Right now it's over 20, I believe. Yeah, so we're over 20 books for February. And I have some books that I have personally on my TBR list, which is my to be read list for March. There's a bunch of the new ones that I just got from you guys. I got a bunch of mail, book mail from you guys. We opened some of it together and I've gotten even more since. I actually might add some at the end of this video because I know that I have like 3 or 4 maybe inside right now, and there's some more book mail coming for me. A lot of you had told me recommendations that you thought I would like, and you're just all amazing and decided not to just recommend them, but to also send me some. So I have some of that I want to share with you guys, and I want to make sure I say thank you to all of you because you're just amazing, and you don't have to send me books, you don't have to send me anything, but I really, really appreciate it, and I just want to put that out there first. I don't know if you can see him. I got Mr. Case back there today. If you're new to my channel, that is the little boy that I take care of Monday through Thursday during the week. I'm kind of his nanny, and he's my little sidekick. And today we had to take my son and get a bunch of stuff done for him, my oldest son, I should say. So we had just gotten back to town, but I did have time to stop at a free library. I have a bag in here now that I keep with books that I want to either return or just go put back at a free library that I've either read and just wanted to give back or whatnot. So I put those back, and I found a couple other ones. So since we're sitting here, I figured I might as well just show you. I think there's 3. I behaved. The book I'm currently reading, you guys, oh my gosh, yeah, I'm like sucked right into it, and I've obviously been reading a lot of books, and this one seriously, like, this one sucked me right in. Uh-oh, did you drop your boot? So, yeah, I'm gonna put a little picture of it up here over on the side or something so you guys can check it out, but I'm pretty sure it's called Horrid. I can't even remember, but it is a page turner. I just keep going and going, and it's so interesting, and it has a lot to do with like paranormal experiences, you know, ghosts, a lot to do with mental health and different kind of avenues of mental health and what it can do to us. It has to deal with like loss of family members, parents, things like that, children, and there's just a lot in there. But so yeah, I've just kind of been sucked right into this book, and right now it's steadily been at like a 4.5 in my opinion for stars. And I'm trying in my head as I'm reading, because I'm towards like, I think I have like 50 pages left in it, and I'm torn. Do I give it a 5-star? Do I give it a 4-star? But I kept continually asking myself, like, if you had to rate this book right now, what is it? And it's always been between a 4 and a 5. So I'm thinking probably end up rating this book a 5, but we'll see how the end goes and all of that. I don't want to jump the gun here. But for me to give out a 5-star rating, it's like really, I'm weird when it comes to that. I don't know. So with that being said, that's the book I'm currently reading. I also am reading another book that's been, it's like a true crime type deal, and that one is really, really good too. So I don't want to get, yeah, we'll talk more about those later, but I am kind of reading 2 at a time right now. And I just joined this, they had a free month trial, so I wanted to try it. It's Scribe or Scribe, I'm not sure. I'll have to, if I find an icon, I'll put it up here so you guys can kind of see, or I'll link it below if I find the link for it. But I got a month for free, and then after that it's $9.99, and it's audiobooks, it's ebooks, it's documents, it's regular books, there's manga on there, there's graphic novels that I've read, I don't know, I love my Kindle Unlimited, but a lot of the books on there you still have to pay for. And on this app, once you pay the $9.99, or just, you know, like I'm not paying anything because it was free this month, but once you pay that monthly, you don't pay anything else. You don't have to pay, like, you know, for another book. If they have it, it's yours. And there are so many new releases on there. I could not believe pretty much every book that I have searched for has been on there. So my ebook consumption has been going up and up and up instead of holding a physical book in my hand, because there's just been so many on there. It's crazy. So if you guys are book lovers, you should go check that out for sure. So this is a new book that I got from the free library just today, and this one is called Catching Jordan by Miranda Kennelly. So it sounds kind of like whoever said football and girls don't mix hasn't read Catching Jordan. I just couldn't put it down. So it sounds like a book that has to do with a female kind of on the sports scene, and obviously they're maybe falling in love here. So I picked that one up because I haven't been reading really any lovey-dovey type books, and sometimes a good sports romance isn't that bad. So this one is Trials of Death. So this is Cirque de Freak, Trials of Death. This sounds really good. Yeah, this is, well, it says it's book 5, which I didn't even realize that, but this is the author right here, I'm assuming, Darren Shan. So this one, I'll read you the inside. It says, 17 ways to die unless the luck of the vampires is with you. Darren Shan must pass 5 fearsome trials to prove himself to the vampire clan. And then it goes on from there. So I'm thinking if this is book number 5, I might not read this one. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I don't know if it's like OCD or what, but if there's supposed to be an order to something, like, I feel like I can't break that. It's like going against everything in my being if I would, I don't even know how to explain it, but maybe it's just me, but I can't just pick up if that says book 5, like, I will literally have to go find all the other books before I can read that one. The next one I found is Deadly Little Lies, and this looks like it's by Laurie Stollers. And this one looks like this on the cover. Like, how pretty is that? Deadly Little Lies. So this one looks really good. I'm not going to really read you the back, but it looks like it's going to be a fast read. It's floppy. It's not real floppy. I like floppy books. Like paperbacks that just kind of are like, whoop. I don't know. But those are the ones that I got. I did have this one. This one's been in here for a while though. I was actually at one of the free libraries a couple days ago and saw this one, and it says, read this for inspiration. And it is Simple Sparks to Ignite Your Life by Ashley Perez. And I grabbed it for whatever reason. And once I looked at it, I was like, I don't think I can take this back because now I want to read it. And look at how cool the inside looks. Like, these first papers are so cute. And you guys know that I journal a lot. Well, there are so many cute things in here for quotes and journal pages that you could cut out and use. And I don't know. I think I'm going to actually keep this one. This is one I was going to put back today in a different free library, but I'm like, you know what? I think I'm going to read this one because who doesn't need a little inspiration in their lives these days? So, I am going to take Mr. Case inside, and we are going to get him situated a little bit. My kids will be home from school in just a little while, but when we go in the house, I will grab some of that book mail and we'll open some of that with you guys. That way I have it open and I can put some of it on my to be read list for March. I have been working in my book journal. That's really crazy, my book bullet journal. I should have known that I couldn't just let myself do this like a simple, easy spread and just like write down the books that I wanted to read or whatever. But now I got like favorite quotes from the books I read this month page, and I want to keep track of all of the books that I'm reading. So I've been trying to print out the covers so that I could rate them at the end of the journal. And of course I just blew it up and made it something that didn't need to be, but I am liking it. And there's just been a lot of stuff emotionally that's been going on with some very close friends of the family, and I've just been really emotionally and physically drained. So I haven't been doing too much of it. I haven't even finished all of January spread, and now we're at the end of February, so I'm gonna have to do some February pages before I even start March's. So all right, I'm going to quit babbling here and wasting my gas, because I don't know if gas is insanely priced where you guys are, but it sure is here in good old Wisconsin. So we're going to go inside, and I got a hair or something in my eye, and it's driving me crazy. And then I'm going to grab out all that book mail and share that with you guys. So don't go nowhere. I promise. I'll be right back. Okay. We are back in the house, and like I said, I have some packages here that I wanted to open up and share with you guys. So, since I know that they're all books, okay, so this one is actually one that I myself had ordered. So this is Fallout. I've been reading so many books by Ellen Hopkins, and this is the third one in the Crank trilogy. So I read Burned and I read Smoke. And then it was Crank and then Glass and now Fallout. And I've loved every single one. She writes in, I guess you'd call it prose, or in a style that has to do with poetry. So it's not like it's all rhyming or things like that, but just like the stanzas. I don't know what are the words I'm looking for here to make this sound better, but she writes it as if she's writing poetry. And it's so easy to read and follow. And I've had read reviews where people were like, absolutely hate this. I can't read it the way she wrote it. It's confusing. I mean, it has never been confusing for me to follow along. There's really nothing confusing about it. They were talking about like the exact way, I'm trying to find a page, that you would read something as how she has it written. And it's actually very easy to follow along, and I'm not going to find any in this book, of course. So anyway, this is Fallout, like I said, and it is the third book, and I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, and these are so thick. Like, do you see? She's a McThicken, but you can seriously sit down and read this so fast. It's literally not taken me more than one day to read any of Ellen Hopkins' books because they've been so good. And literally, like I said, you can read them so fast because it's not like the pages are so filled from top to bottom with words. So it's a very fast read, and it keeps you very intrigued, or at least it did for me, so I can't wait to read that one. This one I'm not even sure. Oh, I know what this one is. Okay, so this is very sticky. I had a book recommendation. Oh! Okay, I was not over exaggerating that. That was rough. I'm just saying, that was rough. Okay, so I had a book recommendation about this book, and it's called Starfish by Akemi Dawn Bowman. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I'll hold it up for you guys to look at. But how pretty. First of all, I love this cover. I've heard so many good things about this book, and one of you so graciously sent it to me, so I appreciate it so much. And this is the book, and it is a hardcover, so that's even cooler. I'm going to open it up and just see what it looks like underneath. It's just this pretty purple. It says Starfish on the side. So, oh, I have so many books. I don't know which ones I want to read first. It's so hard to choose. So, this is the inside page. So, the back of this one says, I drew a very small fish swimming in the ocean and realizing it's filled with planets and stars. So, I know this book has some reviews that people absolutely don't like it again. And then there are people who 5-star this book, who swear by it, who have they've all kind of said that once they've read it, this book stays with them. That's what I look for in a 5-star reading, because like it's got to be a book I'm going to take with me. Like I'm going to remember pieces of it, or I can see myself in it, or I can relate on another level, or a spiritual level, or you know what I mean? So I'm really excited to read this, and I know that there is a sequel to this one. So I believe I have that coming in the mail too. So this one I can't wait to read too. Miss Zozo Kitty Face jumped up here and wants to be all up in our business. Sorry, Zoe. Now she's literally upset with me that I made her get off my books. I just cut that and it didn't even go all the way through to the inside. It's been one of those Mondays, let me tell ya. One of those Mondays. Alright. Can we do this without cutting what's inside of it? Please. Please. Case is playing on the floor, so if you hear him, he's right down yonder, like always. He's always underfoot. Okay. Oh, okay, I know what this one is. This was also a book recommendation that was sent to me by a subscriber. So, I hate saying that word. By one of my randoms. One of my random family members. So, she had told me all about this on Instagram, and she said, it's another book that just completely captures you, and you gotta read it. So, this one is The Astonishing Color of After by Emily X.R. Pan. And it is supposed to be so good, like really good. And the only thing I really remember about it was that she said it has to do with a girl that loses her mother, I believe it is, a parent, and she believes she's come back to her as this bird, and she goes around searching for this bird. So I think there has to do a lot with, oh, there's a bookmark inside. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, it says Wonder Book. And then it says, if there were no books, there would be no Alice in Wonderland. That is so cute. Look at it. Oh. Okay, so this one inside, I'll kind of just read you guys a little bit about this one. It says, I didn't cry. That was not my mother. My mother is free in the sky. My mother is a bird. So I know it has a lot of touchy topics, kind of some trigger warnings with suicide, because I do believe the mother committed suicide in the book. And it says, Lee Chan Sanders is absolutely certain about one thing. When her mother died by suicide, she turned into a bird. Lee, who is half Asian and half white, travels to Taiwan to meet her maternal grandparents for the first time. There she is determined to find her mother, the bird, in her search. She winds up chasing after ghosts, uncovering family secrets, and forging a new relationship with her grandparents. So there's a whole bunch more, but I'm just going to read you just that. another book that you're right. Oh, look at the pretty feather on the front. It's red and it's pretty. Okay, that's so cute. I've heard a lot of good things about Emily XR Pan, so I cannot wait to read this book. And thank you, you guys, to everyone that sent stuff already. I appreciate it so, so much. And this, I believe, these both are probably going to, all three of these are going to be on my TBR for March, which is tomorrow. I don't know how that's a thing. I don't know where February went. Then again, I don't know where January went. Then again, I don't know much these days because that's just how I truly feel. Oh, so this one, just got it open. This one is also a book that I was told I absolutely needed to read. And I let you know that I was definitely going to go and find this one after talking to you about it. And she said, don't go and find it because I sent it to you. So, thank you so, so much for this book as well. This one is called A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. And you guys, this one's kind of blowing up. And I've heard so many people talk about this book lately. So, says everyone in Fairview knows the story. Pretty and popular high school student Addie Bell was murdered by her boyfriend, who then killed himself. It was all anyone could talk about, and 5 years later, Pip sees how the tragedy still haunts her town, but she can't shake the feeling that there was more to the story. So it says, this is a story of an investigation turned obsession, full of twists and turns with an ending you'll never, ever expect. So, yeah, this definitely has to be on my list too. It says, when you ask people what happened to Addie Bell, they'll tell you without hesitation. She was murdered by Sally Singh. No, allegedly. No, might have. No, probably. No, most likely. He did it. That's all they say. He did it. Sal killed Andy, but I'm just not so sure. So I can't wait to dive into this book. It looks so good. Let's take the cover off. Looks like it's red and black under here. Pretty. So these were the books that I got. Let me hold them up and show you. These were the 4 that I had in book mail, and I have some more coming, believe it or not. I just checked, and I ordered a couple myself, and I know that there's 2 of you, I think, that said there should be some books coming for me. So another thing we have to do, you guys, hold me accountable here. I have to get my library upstairs set up. I need to get that room moved along and get my other bookshelves made and set up because I still only have 1 made. The way it's going, I'm going to actually, I have 2 that need to be set up, but I think I'm going to buy a 4th one so that there'll be 3 that need to be set up because I'm just finding so many books that I love and I want to keep or I want to annotate, so I won't give them away after I've wrote in them or wrote my own personal feelings in them, because those are just kind of mine then. So I'm going to need some more bookshelves. And I also need a bookshelf that's just going to be solely for all of my Fobonichis, like daily journaling books. So I got a lot to do. And with summer coming, I'm hoping things kind of slow down and I can get a bunch of this stuff done. So here are all these books. So with that all being said, I think I'm going to end this one right here. I don't want to make these so long that they're just boring to watch. So again, if you guys have any books that you're waiting for or any books that are on your TBR list for March, let me know in the comments below. I love talking about books. I love talking. Period, apparently. I just love talking. So, there's that. I think by now, you all probably know that. So, I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I'm going to keep reading as much as I can and updating you guys as I go. So, thanks for hanging out with me today, and as always, stay random, my wonderful, wonderful book nerds. Bye, guys. I'll see you soon.